So welcome everyone, first interview of the new season, 2023-24 season, and the Phantoms, although they've just dropped their game against the Raiders 3-2 at home, there was lots to talk about, and I'm pleased to be joined by alternate captain Brad Bowering. Brad, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, it's good to be back finally. It's been a long break since we didn't make playoffs last year.
Yeah, and of course the last game that we had, competitive game at least, was here against the Raiders. So
it was,
back again with them tonight, and pre-season and a couple of real intense workouts over the last two evenings.
Yeah, I mean it felt like it was the playoffs again. Like, sorry. Yeah, it was intense. I mean, you never know. Like, obviously, pre-season is just the start to the season, and so you want to work hard and you want to play how you were playing the season. Like, you can't really come into it thinking, it doesn't matter. You want to get your feet going, get into it. But yeah, it's very scrappy, especially last night as well, and then tonight. So it's not what you always expect, but it's hockey, so you just get on with it.
I've done these pre-season challenge interviews. We tend not to call them friendlies.
Yeah.
Challenge interviews for years, and I always ask the players whether the result matters, whether it's just about fitness, getting a nice time in the legs, lines, working the new lines out. What's your view?
Yeah, it is similar to that. I mean, obviously a win's always nice. It's nice you can get 4 wins coming out pre-season, you feel like you're rolling a bit, but it's more, Slava talks about it, it's more about just how you play. Like, we don't want to play bad and manage to somehow grind out a result, but if we're losing a game but we're still playing well and he's seeing things he likes, and it's more it's more about that. And obviously, like you said, it's about figuring out the lines. I think we changed a couple tonight over last night and just seeing what works. Like I said, we lost a couple of guys, and it's just seeing what works, and like I said, get your fitness back up, get back into the game, keeping up with the speed.
And for yourself, good performance?
I think it was better tonight than last night. I think I was dusting off a bit of the rust, a tiny bit. But yeah, there's still a lot to work on. Obviously, I don't feel like I'm up to top speed. But
2 games in,
exactly.
60 minutes. It's not there yet. But we'd certainly got you as man of the match, and a nice little snipe for the second goal.
Thank you. Yeah, I went. Can't say I wasn't expecting it, but I didn't think it was. I kind of just threw it on there, to be fair. But,
it was a good finish. Don't want to talk about too much of the details. I'm sure that people will be doing that, in their cars on the way home. Bit of a fracas at the end of the second period on 40 minutes. We've got quite a young side in some ways. There's a lot of younger lads come through the ranks, and I think it was a statement that we wouldn't want to be pushed around in our own barn.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, everyone knows when stuff like that goes down, you got stand your own and obviously take a guy and make sure nothing silly goes on. And it's good to see. I mean, you don't really want stuff like that happening all the time, bench clearance and stuff. But like you said, it's good. Which sometimes, I mean, I know people said last year we got pushed around quite a lot, maybe a bit too much, and it's good that we're holding our own.
Yeah. So next week it's Telford. Lots of old hands and experience from them. We've seen them so many times, and it'll be good fun to see those. Different style to Raiders?
Oh, definitely. I think Raiders are obviously always more chippy. Like you know what you kind of get into with Raiders, and Telford have always been a depth team, and they're more structured and play well. But again, like I don't know how they've done over the summer with changes and stuff, but you never really know what you're going to. So I think we need to just focus on more our game, make sure we're playing how we want to play and how Slav wants us to play. So
yeah, well, look, thanks for joining us. It's the end of a long evening, a long weekend, first weekend back. So really great for you joined us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next weekend. Cheers.